There was a rumor a while back, and I did a video on it about that Disney is actually thinking about buying Spider-Man from Sony, and now we are getting some more rumors about that, I guess, some more details of what may actually be going down with that. So let's go ahead and jump into this because I definitely have some pretty strong opinions about this. So let's see here. The comics rumor mill is swirling again, this time around Spider-Man. Mikey Sutton, who runs the private Facebook group Geekosity All Things Pop Culture, has apparently leaked another bit of news regarding the Webbed Warrior, a good track record. Sutton has a good record of releasing accurate information about the Marvel Comics universe and the DC Extended Universe before other, perhaps more credible sources come through with the news, so there isn't much reason not to trust him. Sutton says Disney's interested in straight up buying Spider-Man, which I did talk about in a video a few weeks ago, from Sony, so that he stays in the MCU and so that Disney keeps the rights to him. Apparently, Disney doesn't want to wait for Sony and Apple to get moving. So here's the text from Geekosity. Scoop 10919, Disney wants to buy Spider-Man. While rumors have circulated before the Sony-Disney dispute of such a purchase, it was mere speculation, especially the erroneous high number that was quoted. What I'm hearing is that Disney is looking to offer in the range of $4 to $5 billion for Spider-Man. And now the questions will be asked. Sutton says he's only hearing one side of the story, though, and it's coming from Disney. But Disney does have plenty of cash to throw around, and Sutton adds that they are going to need another superhero, Marvel's most well-known hero, and with Iron Man and Captain America gone, they need an anchor in the MCU, which is completely true, but I thought that Captain Marvel is supposed to be the big thing, right? Looks like that isn't really working out for Disney or Marvel at this time. So, what do I think about this? The first thing that comes to my mind is Sony, whatever you do, do not give up Spider-Man to Marvel. Just don't do it. Don't look at the initial price that they're going to be giving you. Don't look at that quick money that you could be making and just jump on that. Don't do that. You have one of the most iconic characters of all time in your inventory, in your arsenal. A character that Disney would absolutely kill to have. Do not give it to Disney. There's a reason why they want Spider-Man. They want Spider-Man because they know that they can make money off of this character no matter what. And so can you, Sony. So can you. You are in a good place right now with Spider-Man. You have a Spider-Verse that is developing, that is getting its feet off the ground, that is actually starting to get somewhere. And Spider-Man could be a big part of that. Spider-Man should be a big part of that, seeing as it is the Spider-Verse. This is a franchise that, if you play your cards right, could be beneficial for you for years and years and years. And Disney knows this, which is why they want Spider-Man, which is why they will pay $4 to $5 billion for this character. Sony needs to realize that they have one of the most iconic characters. Like, Spider-Man is right up there with Batman and Superman. Those are probably the three most iconic superheroes that we have. And, they need to realize that. They need to realize, and hopefully they won't just look at the money that Disney is dangling in front of them and just go for that and give up Spider-Man. So I don't know. I just hope that doesn't happen because I don't want Spider-Man under Disney, because I think Spider-Man would he just would get watered down by Disney, just like all of the other heroes are starting to get watered down as well. And this is what Disney does. They take the stakes out, they take the risk out, they take any sort of actual risky creativity out of these movies just to put them in their factory like system and just continue to pump them out at low quality, low storytelling capabilities, just to continue to try to please audiences, and because they know that audiences will continue to show up at Spider-Man movies no matter what. Sony actually, the fact that Sony is the only person, at least in Marvel, that is still kind of outside of Disney in some ways, gives them a huge advantage, because people are going to start to get more and more tired of Disney and Marvel, and Sony has an opportunity to really play off of that and do a lot of really cool stuff with their Spider-Verse that will get people interested to come back to the Spider-Verse over and over again. That's what happened with Joker. Joker is such a unique take on the comic book genre, which is why that movie is doing so well. It's made over $350 million already in the box office. It's not even its second weekend yet, which is awesome, and it totally deserves it. And the reason for that is because it is just so unique from the typical Marvel type of movies that we are getting nowadays in the comic book genre. And people are loving it, you know? And so Sony just, I hope with everything that I have that Sony does not sell Spider-Man to Disney, because if they do that, it's over. It's over. Spider-Man will not be the same. Spider-Man will become boring, stale, lifeless, just like a lot of the other Marvel movies and heroes are starting to slowly become, just like a lot of Marvel's movies in general are starting to become. They are watered down. They don't have any real zest to them. They're very flavorless in a lot of ways. And they're just kind of becoming the same. They're all just kind of the same thing after a while. And they're all just kind of boring now. And I don't want that to happen, especially to Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time. And I do not want to see this happen to Spider-Man. So, those are just kind of my thoughts about it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. What do you think about this whole thing with Disney wanting to buy Spider-Man? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.